Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a grow. So you've now unpacked everything that you need to do your grow. We have the grow medium that we've supplied, which you can buy again more of from our site. We have our grow tray, our grow water, and our little mixing bowl, and then our cover plate or pressure plate that we put in. And this is then our germination plate. We have our seeds, and then also we have our cheat sheet over here. So the cheat sheet, we're just going to follow these instructions, literally very easy, straightforward. But the more you do this, the better you'll get at your own grow method. So now microgreens are a little prone to mold, so I would advise you the best thing is to mix your medium in a bowl with a spoon. But if you like me, who likes to work with their hands and to plant with their hands, the best thing is just a little bit of sanitizer, and you can clean your hands or wash your hands beforehand and it'll do the same thing. It is just because microgreens are a little bit prone to mold. So the best thing is what we're going to do is you're going to take your packet, and if it's your first grow, you literally only need half of that. And again, this is very much just playing it by eye. The main thing what you want to do is you want to close all those holes with the medium, and so as long as you have enough of that, great. So the first thing we're going to do on the cheat sheet, we're going to measure out half of this into a bowl just to moisten it up. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've now added half of my medium, so I'm just going to put this away. Okay. Now to this, we're just going to add about 30 milliliters of water, and again, you just want to add water until it is nice and dark brown. So literally just mix this around, and again, yeah, probably the best thing would be to use a spoon, but I just like to do it this way because this is just how we get used to planting with it. So, and then once you can see that there's visibly a little bit of a darker color, then great. Now what you are going to do is you're going to take your tray, and all you want to do is you want to cover the base of this grow tray. Just make sure that all the holes are closed up. I'm going to put this away, and then you're literally just going to shimmy that medium all the way across until it covers everything. The best thing is you've now done this. I would say just take your little cover plate, push it down a little bit just to even it out if you want it, and there we go. That is now your tray grow. So now that we have prepped our tray, we're going to take our seeds, we're going to open it, and every seed packet that you buy from us or that you got from the sprout is already perfectly the right amount for this tray. So you're just going to take your seeds, and now this is rambo radish, and you're literally just going to tap it out until it's nice and evenly sown. There we go. And what you want to avoid is you want to avoid any seeds clumping too much, because otherwise that's very much prone to mold, so you'll get some mold there. But now once we've sown this nice and even, you're going to take your grow water and you're going to spray just a few sprays. The manual is very specific, but again, yeah, you want to make sure that all the seeds are nice and just moist. So you can visibly see that all of them are nice and covered, so we're going to stop there. And what you want to do now is once you have wet the seeds and just moistened them a little bit, you're going to take your plate and you're just going to push it down into the RG, the grow tray. And what this does is this just creates a little bit of pressure for the seeds to germinate, a dark environment, and also just a high humidity environment for those seeds to germinate. And now again, you can refer, so all these steps are in your cheat sheet. Same thing with the plate that I've just done. Now we're going to make sure that our sprout unit is set to setting 5. And again, just make sure about your version code. You might have different settings, and it'll all be in your cheat sheet and your manual. Now this tray, we will literally just pop into the sprout, and that we will leave there depending on how long the specific seed has to germinate. So if you ever needed to know, we do also have a crop guide at the back. So for instance, rambo radish, which we just sown, we know it'll take 2 to 3 days to germinate, and then a total of 7 to 8 grow days. Now what you'll do is, once you've placed your tray in there, we'll close this up again, and then we'll make sure that our sprout unit is turned on and on setting 5. And what will happen is you'll hear the pump will go on every hour, and then that'll just make sure that the tray is nice and wet. And then what we'll do is, when this is now germinated, we'll fast forward to that and I'll show you how to go about changing your unit to grow away. But pretty much what you'll see now is, if we just take out this tray again, okay, then here we can see the pump is nice and working. After 2 to 3 days is that you'll see that this tray starts lifting up. And if you take it out, you'll also see that the shoots would have started germinating, and they're about 1 to 2 centimeters in height, and they're yellow in color because they haven't had any photosynthesis. What you can do then is remove this plate, pop this right back into your sprout, and then change this to setting 1, and then the unit will do the rest. And that is as easy as that. So literally, once you finish that, pop it in. We'll just clean our little grow environment here. Okay, and we will then close our grower, and that is it. That is as easy as that, and now you have planted your tray. So all you have to do now is just wait your 2 to 3 days, or depending on what your crop guide says for the germination period, and then take off the cover plate, change it to setting 1, and let the sprout do the rest. Now, what I could also suggest is, as a nice little tip, if you want to kind of keep things growing quite fast, while this one is germinating, the moment you move it over to grow period, start maybe another tray which you can get on our website, germinate another trace long, have it ready somewhere in a cool and dark place, and then move it over into this unit once the other one comes out. So once the other tray is fully grown, you can move it into the fridge and put another tray in, and you can just keep letting them go. So please let us know if you have any questions, but otherwise it's as easy as that.